Welcome to the Metaphysics Hour. I'm your host, Rory Colgan. I guess I have a theme. There's been a few songs I've wanted to react to, but this one just motivates me more. And I guess it's because it deals with money, and it deals with how I feel about money in lots of ways. This is by Samson, sincerely a taxpayer.
I'm hurting. I can feel my money draining. They take everything I make and you wonder why I'm complaining. I break my neck to make this money, then they just come and take it from me. My wages ain't that great in the first place. I should be paying you nothing, but they keep on coming and they keep on taking. These motherfuckers go.
Ooh, let's stop right there. My pay ain't great. After I pay you, I should be paying you nothing. I love that because that's so true. In our fiat currency model, we don't need taxation from income. We can create it. We already are creating it, but the difference is that the bankers are creating it, and so we owe it as a national debt to these private institutions. If we created it interest-free, since we own the banks, theoretically, right? Since we are the ones that make the monopoly money, we should not have to pay more back at it because the model's just broken as it is. So I love how he's getting to that truth that I shouldn't be paying you anything. Let's keep going.
Ham on me every time I bring home the bacon. And I wonder what it's for. Ukraine, great funding a war. Have we spent enough yet? Should I guess not? Look, here they come for some more. Fuck me, I'm sore. Sucks being poor. You had the same job for the last 6 years, wasn't struggling before. Back when Trump was in office, fuck all the junk that they called him. I never saw any of the shit that people always said he was in the comments. All of it was nonsense, I ain't even trying to ride him either. I'm just saying you gotta admit this shit was fine when he was the leader. It was fine when he was in charge, I never saw bills.
So, one of the things that you'll see here is, I don't know if you guys remembered this, but there was around the time that the Fed started to raise interest rates, and President Trump was in office at that point. And he came out and he says, listen, I don't want you guys raising rates. The people are hurting. You can't raise rates. And rates ended up going historically low again. And, you know, you could be tongue-in-cheek and say, yeah, but he would have raised them eventually, and maybe. But I loved how the mainstream media was like, this is not supposed to be a political thing. They're supposed to operate without political oversight. And it's just like, they say that to you as if that's a good thing. So I love how somebody here can just have a real world experience and say, well, things were better under Trump. And it's like, yeah, my house at that point was 2.75% interest rate annually. Now, if I were to buy a house, which we're not, we're in a townhouse and we rent, because in part of the fact that it's like 7 to 8% to have a fixed rate mortgage, which means you're just paying thousands of dollars to the banks. And that is something that I thought Trump did better on because he kept the rates low. Now, if he was awesome, if he was phenomenal, he would have been like, let's just take the ownership back. Let's stop paying it to these private bankers. But anyways, let's go back to the song and let's hear what Samson has to say.
As high as they are, I never got chills just literally thinking about filling up my car. It shouldn't be that way. I don't care about Russia or Ukraine, but I do care about my own country. Is that insane? I care a lot about all the tons of money that we're paying because it's mine, not yours, and I'm the one that feels the pain. I get taxed on my fucking ass for every dime I make. It'd be fine if they would spend my money wisely, but no way. It'd be great if they would take it and pay for important shit that benefited you and me and not just wage your wars with it. And where the fuck are all the liberals? I thought you stood against this shit. I thought the war machine was your enemy. Now you're friends with it? Now you want to go?
I love this. I love this.
The war. Now you want to fight? Now you want to pick sides in a feud where every...
I think that, to me, as somebody that grew up in a liberal household, my dad was a union worker. They were typically anti-war. But the problem is that now it seems that they are very much pro-war. And I don't like that because I'm anti-war regardless of whose party it is, what country it is. Let's not fight. Let's not kill each other. That is the point for me. So let's continue on.
Everyone is white, now you wanna get involved and go and blow a person up? I'm just saying, I'm surprised this altercation ain't diverse enough. No one deserves this stuff, I just don't believe the tears you weep. Countries where brown people get bombed every day, I don't hear a peep, you fucking hypocrites. Thought the race thing was your shtick, I thought as long as white people were involved, you don't give a shit. Those are your words, not mine, I'm just wondering why. Why do we have endless money for them and none for Hawaii? Why is it every time Zelensky needs a loan from someone, we're the only ones that give it to him like we owe him something? We got issues of our own here at home that no one's discussing, and they keep growing cause no.
I love this because it's pointing out again, once again, the hypocrisy. It's like, okay, it's going to cost like 4 or 5 billion to rebuild the Hawaii incident, or where that happened on, I guess it was Maui, and then they're like, oh, we'll send you $700. That's what the FEMA director says, and then you have the Pentagon saying, oh, we found 5 or 6 billion more that was allocated to Ukraine, so let's go ahead and send it. So again, it's the model that these people think is very primitive. It's very medieval. It's very dark age-ish, because what they're essentially promoting is war, and that is what they want to make profits off of. They don't want to make profits off of peacetime activities, because you could reinvigorate a community and a number of contractors by giving 5 billion to them to rebuild in our own country. Or you could send it off so that you're using that money to destroy. And when you destroy something, you then have to rebuild it after it's done. So theoretically, there's more money to be made. But the cold, callous, dark, negative way of looking at it is that they don't consider the life loss. They don't consider that perhaps they're risking a bigger escalation. And these people that typically are in charge, not to paint with too broad of a brush, but they have a very dead internal spiritual compass. Very greedy, very kind of primitive in what they focus on. And so in general, we as the people don't have that type of negativity. And if you want that type of negativity and you strive for that, you will find yourself in those types of positions, because that's where you can thrive the best. You can, what do they say? A dumb criminal is in jail, a smart criminal is in office, something to that effect. So anyways, that's a tip of Sincerely a Taxpayer. And I love this song. Hope you check it out. It's, only has like 92,000 views. So go ahead and give it a view and see what you think. And I know it can be aggressive in terms of what he's saying, but it's expressing frustration and truthfulness. So I look forward to hearing what you guys think down in the comments about this song. God bless. Namaste.